Kansas City.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
They'll get this complete to Worthy. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll give him 4 yards there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Yellow.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a pickup of 6.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's caught right side by Worthy.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here's Penix.
He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Through the middle of the field.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. They turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
2nd and 9.
Down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
The Chiefs take over.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got a touchdown.
Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7.
to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll throw with Penix.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And the tight end goes in motion left.
He's looking to throw Penix.
He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 67 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown in his first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Second quarter now, Falcon football.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
As they've got it as we resume action. Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chiefs 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, 43, yellow.
Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on it, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
3rd and 2. They'll go play action here with Penix. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Now Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sirlein connects on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I suppose we're going to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, they're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open left side is Brown.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Going for a right side here, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Kansas City.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Jalen Royals
From 3 yards out.
and the Chiefs get a bit closer.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
And just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time they looked to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Operating from the gun, Penix.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
To the air, Penix.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
picked off by Leo Chanel. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, 57, colors.
They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco,
26 yards.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And he's taken down. The Chiefs sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's returnable now for Smith. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
43,
Mahomes going to throw.
Pass to the right side, hauled in by Royals.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
47-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Solid stiff arm. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
His throw incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
Now Pennett's going to hold on to it. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Penix. is taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A play fake. Now Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Again, he'll drop the throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Penix to the air once more. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
70 Lions.
And now they'll shift things around. They'll throw with Penix. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Zerline's kick is up and through.
And that'll make this a 7-point game.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll
they'll tuck this and run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
James Pierce. Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now Mahomes. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City.
Hollywood Marquise Brown with an amazing diving catch. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will tie our game here in the third.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Penix. This pass is caught by London.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And a lane slow materializing there as they get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8. That's out quickly to London.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
Over the middle, it's complete. Oh, the gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 72. Buffalo 18.
And looking to throw, Penix.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
19 yards. And the
first and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now back to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in on first and 10.
And down it goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Chiefs, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run it again with Smith. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, that's in the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Let's go, lady.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. First and 10 at the 21.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Pass complete to Royals.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards for number 11. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
To the air, Penix.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
Fighting his way through contact. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Yellow. Sunday. 50, yellow.
Mahomes going to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Broken tackle.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And this one is incomplete.
back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this pass broken up. The contact well of time there, and now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes.
Going to throw deep for the end zone.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Now Pennick's going to hold on to it. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Here's Williams to return. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Mahomes will throw.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage Defense has their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
And the Falcons first down.
Again, it's Robinson.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets this up past the 30.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Falcons first down.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your